Migrants are currently making their way from the southern tip of Mexico toward the southern border of the U.S., setting off just days before Secretary of State Antony Blinken is due to visit Mexico City to meet with the country's president. The pair will discuss what can be done to help curb mass migration amid this recent surge. But our correspondent Ali Bradley joins us live in Arizona. And Ali, this trip by Blinken is really coming amid a very sharp increase in migrant encounters at our border.
Yeah, Nichole. So we just got confirmation here that December is on pace to set a new record. So take a look at these numbers. CBP sources confirming here to NewsNation exclusively here that there have already been more than 250,000 migrants encountered with just 5 days left in the year. Now, the majority of them crossed through Arizona's Tucson sector. That's in that Lukeville area we've been reporting from. The Del Rio sector is where Eagle Pass is, and they took the second spot here. That is one reason why the Biden administration is to get a handle on the influx in illegal immigration. So this is all unfolding as that massive caravan, it's the largest one in more than a year, is en route to the U.S. southern border. The creation and movement of this caravan is an obvious indication that talks and efforts are falling a little short between the Biden administration and President Obrador's government when it comes to slowing this epic flow of migrants. Now, the migrants are mostly from Central America, Venezuela, Cuba, and even some from Bangladesh and other countries. So what are they doing? What is the reason here for this movement? Well, they have been amassed down in Tapachula, Mexico, many of them for months, and they're demanding legal documents to be able to transit through Mexico. Mexico's president said just last week that he was willing to work with the U.S., but also urged the Biden administration to ease sanctions in both Cuba and Venezuela, which is where about 20% of migrants that have been encountered are coming from. Now, the number of Venezuelan migrants, excuse me, has surpassed the number of migrants from Mexico multiple times, which is unprecedented. Mexico has made it clear, though, that the migrants don't want to stay in the country, and they weren't invited there. Excuse me, Nichole, I'm having a little bit of an issue there. Must be that cold going around. So the country even halted some repatriation flights, causing some issues in Mexico because of some funding problems. Now, we did talk with the National Security Advisor about this and about the meeting. Here's what Charles Marino had to say.
I don't think this meeting is about reinstituting a level of deterrence in the United States. Both President Obrador and President Biden are for open borders via expanded pathways. I think if you look at the policies of the two countries, they are aligned. And they're built around open borders and processing as many migrants into the country as possible.
Okay, so these leaders that are going down there, they're set to meet tomorrow. And what we can expect is that they're going to reaffirm the Los Angeles Declaration for Migration. That is something, Nichole, that focuses really heavily on safe legal pathways for migrants. Now, President Obrador also wants more funding for Latin American countries and other countries as well, where we're seeing large groups flee from. Nichole.
Yeah, we'll certainly see what happens. Ali Bradley battling through that live shot like a champ. Thanks, Ali. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.